Dom Link, yes you Blink. Welcome to the show. This is Wednesday, having a wonderful day on this 6th February 2025. Sorry, to go break the chain. You know me. I have to do a couple of things. If I'm not doing a couple of things, I'm going crazy. Now, understandably, I'm already crazy, so there's no problem here, right? That's a joke. You can laugh. Nothing. Oh well, that's life. Today we're doing a video about dealing with people. So, I don't remember when. It was last week. We took the note to do it last week, but I did do it because I do so much video already. And I was dealing with a situation, right? And that situation was a situation that I've dealt with before. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times, 5 times. Situation that keeps happening, right? Now, once again, ask me what the situation is. I don't know. If you ask me what exactly happened, I don't know. But I know there's a lot of there's a lot of things that's gonna happen in your life that's gonna keep on happening. So this video is about dealing with people. How do you deal with that, right? What I found that really helped me, and again, I'm not trying to say, oh, I got the answer, but I'm 32 years old. So yes, we got a couple answer, if not a dozen. So long story short, what I realized later in life is you can control your action and reaction. You cannot control other people and other reaction, right? So you're like, okay, well, no matter what happen, no matter how they feel, no matter how they act, I can choose how I act, right? This doesn't solve the situation, right? There's something new that happens. What if I was to tell you, okay, again, I'm gonna be drawing it because I like drawing on things, and of course, we don't have a paper. Do I have a paper? I have a paper. It's not a good paper, right? It's something for the mouse shop because my building is infested, and they're not gonna get here. Trust me. So, right, you got. I'm gonna do mathematics with you guys. You got A, right, plus B equal C. Right, so this is algorithm. Right now, we're not gonna do math. Don't worry. But the A plus B equals C. The A is you, right? So you're able to control action, reaction, right? Now this is the other person. You can control jack shit, right? So you can control jack shit. So now what you have is the result, right? So I know what you're saying. Oh, Ink, you told me how to react with A, but I still got B and C to do. Well, the fun thing about the result, most of the time the result facing the same problem will be the same. So the result kind of knows itself. It kind of knows. So you got A plus B equal the result. If the result is positive, for example, I'm gonna give you guys a good example. We had this. I had my headphones, right, and we got this stuck, right. Now I can control my action, my reaction. I can freak out, right. I can go to the hospital, right. The result is I'm gonna get the ticket out, right. The B is the person, how long it's gonna take, how hard it's gonna take, right. Now we're doing the same thing. I had a skin tag this week, so I got with my father, right. And my father, the same action. I went to some place to get some help. The result is they took care of my little problem: headphones and a skin tag. Right? The thing that changed was the B, right? But the result was the same thing, right? So like, holy shit, this was A and C were still me, and the result were the same. The only thing that's changed is the person, right? But what if you were able to, no matter the situation, no matter the result, you would be able to deal with it because you know what's gonna happen. How can I put this in place? You have an order, right? You have an order, and the mistake in the order, but it's an order that you made before, right? So you know how to fix it. You have the same instance. You make a mistake at work. There's an order to the mistake. You know how to fix it, right? In the case you're yourself fixing the mistake. In the second case, you're with somebody, right? Now, taking care of the result, either you're alone or you're with somebody, you're gonna have the same result, right? Now, talk about small scale stuff, right? But if you deal with all of these problems the same way, there's always gonna be a place for, how can I say, there's always place for the same result in the same person. Like, you also need to have to focus on this person, on the other person. If the other person, no matter how different it is, and it sucks because what I'm trying to say here is you're taking them out of the equation, right? So I have this problem, I have this situation. For example, right? I have let's say I have a girlfriend that is jealous, and I have an ex that is jealous, right? So because I had an ex that was jealous, right, I know kind of what to do, right? Kind of how to deal with the situation. I know what not to do, and of course, if in the first place, you shouldn't be in a place where you make the other person jealous in your relationship. But hey, shit happens, right? Um, so yeah, so the second you understand that the jealousy is the same result, so you plus that girl equal jealousy. Then the second you understand how you are, the second you understand that this is jealousy, then the only problem no, the second that you understand who you are, and you understand the result, which is jealousy, all that you have to take care about is the person, right? And the person is gonna be super easy to take care of. Now, I'm not saying this as a mean thing. I'm not saying this as a. I'm not saying this as a. Saying this as a last resort, ultimately. So you're dealing with a problem with this person, so you got to take care of this person, right? So ultimately speaking, what you're gonna do the exact same thing every single time. You're gonna have the exact results the same every single time. You have I don't know. You should be able to find solution. You should be able to find a situation where like, okay, well, I understand what happened. I understand what this means, right? Now, what's gonna happen is this is the very last resort, right? Is okay. So basically, the video what I'm trying to do here is I'm wondering myself. I'm not trying to teach you. That's the wrong word. I'm wondering myself because we're learning together. We're all children of the earth. That sounds like a fucking sect. That sounds like a fucking cult, but it's working. So we're all children of the earth, right? So I know the way I'm acting, right? I cannot control. Ultimately, in the very beginning, the first time this happened, I cannot control the results because I never had a situation like that, right? Or I have a different result and I don't know what to do, right? So you can choose A, you cannot control B and C. In the last resort, you can hope that because you dealt with C before, you kind of understand C, right? So that's the last resort is taking care of A and C, right? And the B, well, and deal with it. In a perfect result, right? You should understand that you being in charge, not in charge in the sense of dominance, not in charge in the sense of I'm in charge of this team, I'm the team leader, but in charge in the sense of listen, I've dealt with this, right? I understand that it's scary. Trust me, how do you feel about this, right? It's you dealt with team before, right? You've dealt with team before, with being in a team, right? Get text the whole day. People like don't know. I don't know what to do. So it's those people. That's the reason. Okay, the reason why we're doing this is this one. I'm gonna go content creator route, right? I had in my streams, I had content, I had graphic designer, right? And I swear to God, on everything that's precious, on my mother's life, that a lot, not saying all of them, a lot of them were talking the exact same way, using this almost exact script, right? Actually, a perfect example. You're talking to a sales representative who's using the exact same script, the reading script, right? And you know that you're not interested or that you are interested, the result is going to be like, oh, well, I made somebody sad or I made this. So the first couple of times that you get those graphic designer and you're very kind to them, you're like, listen, I'm not interested. But then you get 12 of them. I'm like, dude, I have 12 of them every single day. If I say no to them, you think I'm going to say yes to you, right? It's nuts. But then it doesn't answer the question of when it's a team. What should you do? And it's weird because ultimately speaking, what I'm saying this is very, very, very selfish, very self-centered, right? Oh, there's this problem. I know how I'm gonna act. I'm gonna face this problem, right? And you should include this person, but not every single team, not every single friendship, not every romance is gonna end up the same way. I texted my best friend yesterday, Carl. Shout out Carl. Carl, as in, if I don't text Carl, he's not gonna text me. Is it because he doesn't like me? I hope not. But I know that with him I have to be the first one. And you're gonna see that with your friend a lot, right? You're gonna see that with your friend. Oh, he's this type of way. Don't take it personal. I'm um I'm a very hard friend to have. I'm very rushed. I'm very abrupt. I'm very in the way of I don't know, guys. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm in the sense of I'm impulsive, right? I will act in a certain fashion. I will say rude things because I'm tired. I got ADHD, so sometimes you're gonna talk to me and I'm gonna disconnect, right? And I'm not doing it on purpose, but I know these are my flaw. And my friend, the one that I have for a long time, understand that. But they're probably doing the same thing, and I know how he is. And there's just a certain fashion. There's just a certain pros into dealing with a situation well, where you kind of know the result because you've been there before. You kind of know yourself because you've been there. You don't know the person, but if you know the person, this changed the whole thing, right? The difference between even if it's a stranger, it's hard because it's basically the core, the seed of teamwork, and you're in a position where you have teamwork, and you're like, okay, well, okay, what am I supposed to do here? Do I work in a team with them? Do I have to take the lead with them? And I have to follow with them, right? It's all dealing. See, and even then, we're talking about a lot about school, right? Because this is everybody went to school. Everybody work in the same place, but everybody went to school, right? There's team where you're gonna be in charge. There's team where you're gonna do more. There's other team that you're gonna do less, right? That's pretty much it. And it doesn't matter if the person does nothing. You still have to put in some work. You still have to give a report, right? So yeah, I feel that's what it is. So it's a very confusing video, but at the same time, it's actually quite simple. Understand that the result of a situation may vary, but will fundamentally be the same. Understand that no matter with who you are, you're the same person, and you should be okay. You should be okay. I called this morning. The girl was freaking out, and she asked me to call, and I was like, it was a really good talk, but I don't know her, and she's a cool person. I'm not saying that she's not, but I didn't know her, so of course it was surprising. It's like, yo, can I talk? I'm freaking out. Oh, okay. Okay, no problem. So we called, and she's actually really chill. Usually, I would have did that because I know myself. If I don't really know you, I'm not gonna be. I'm not the most friendly person. I'm gonna be very. I'm gonna try to be very kind to my friend, but when I don't know you, I'm a hard to approach. I'm hard to approach, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Very confusing. I'm sorry. Peace. Very confusing, but in my head it makes sense. And again, this channel is for evolution. So maybe I will do this video, the exact same video, in a couple of months, couple of years. It's gonna be so much more meaningful. Who knows?